We're constantly taking the show further and darker.
Peter James has created this incredible world, and there's just so much information available to us.
The source material is the book, so you see how they grow in the book, so it's nice to plot those moments. I'm loving it coming back.
I really love the fact that these stories make people work.
In one, you, the audience, might be ahead of us, but in the next one, you're discovering along with us.
Many webbed and interweaving storylines and things like that. Lots of characters, a lot going on.
So, gentlemen, please tell me the significance of the ginger fox, which is where we are.
Gaylor and I have a tradition of creating each new Roy Grace novel in a pub. I moved to Henfield in 2011 and we found this gem of a pub. Each book has a theme, and that's our starting point. Sometimes I come up with the theme, sometimes Dave comes up with it. It might be something we've read in a newspaper, something a police officer's told one of us, or something from Dave's experience of his years as an SIO.
Peter arrives with the little black book, which is empty, possibly not even a title of the story he's thinking about, but he'll have an idea of what it's going to be about.
And we start off basically by plotting the 3 high points in the book and the end. We always kind of know the end. It may change, and probably half the books I've written, the ending has changed because I thought of something better when we get there.
Some of it is fiction, but we wanted to make it some of it believable. I mean, I came from a police background. My grandfather was a police officer. My father was a police officer. So for all those years growing up, I was used to that sort of life.
I'm sitting here with my original career model for Roy Grace. I'm sitting here with the Roy Grace I imagined inside my head. And then I'm sitting here with a man who's totally charged with bringing Roy Grace alive to millions and millions of viewers around the world.
We needed to build your character, to have empathy with his team, his work colleagues, the job.
He's not a cliche in any way. He hasn't got a terrible alcohol habit. He's a decent bloke and he's very calm and he's a very good copper.
When I first met Dave, and he was a top SIO at Sussex CID, this was a guy who was not only kind of very calm, very empathetic, but also really bonded personally with the loved ones of the victims. And I think you portray that so brilliantly on the screen.
Your jacket? Would you like it back?
Oh, right. Probably not.
Yeah. It was a kind thing to do, covering her.
Well, John, you know that Peter and I have done the easy bit with getting the books to this stage. You've got the hardest bit now of actually turning the fiction into fact. How's that gone? Have you enjoyed that?
Oh, it's been a dream job for me, simply because the novels, you've got so much to work with. That guy's life is not just in one book, it's in, how many now, 17 or something?
Just finished the 19th.
19 books, so I'm on 13 now, viewers, this is where I am. It's been great for me, and we were supposed to meet earlier, weren't we? I was going to go out and go out with the police, and thankfully I have played police officers before, so I have done that.
But watching you play that's been great, because I've been sat watching you on set, behind the scenes, and you're almost doing it exactly as I would like you to do it. So it's actually happened by osmosis rather than by meeting up.
Yeah.
I could not be more thrilled, genuinely thrilled to bits, because you actually embody everything that I think is Roy Grace.
That's great.
And that's incredibly exciting. And I think Dave and I both feel excited, because when I'm writing the next book and we're planning it, the fictional Roy Grace inside my head has now morphed into you. I had the title Dead Simple. I just loved the title Dead Simple. And the title of the second book just popped in my head, Looking Good Dead.
Here is the price.
And that came out, and then we started getting emails saying, oh, is this going to be the Dead series? And I thought, well, people are quite liking this as a kind of brand. "19 books, how the hell do you remember which is which?" Think of any other author that you like. I don't know, think of, say, Lee Child or Michael Connolly. How many of their titles can you actually remember?
No, you're right. It makes it unique.
So did he do it?
Well, it didn't ask for a lawyer, but did he kill his wife? I don't know.
So do you come up with the title before, or do you halfway through think this one's going to be called Love You Dead? Or, you know,
Mostly we don't come up with a title before. I mean, with Picture You Dead, Dave came up with that almost on day one.
Yeah.
Boing.
Right.
We wrote it down and it stayed. One Peter's writing at the moment hasn't got a title.
Well, I guarantee that Dead will be in that title at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.